problems in his classes. I think one of the students had asked the question and he didn't remember the answer. And I also noticed that he was letting his class out earlier than they were supposed to let out. And he was telling them that he was doing it as a favor to them. But I think in reality, he just wanted to get out of there. I was really starting to worry because I saw something that's wrong.
Levi and I talked about how it would change our lives, but he was there beside me, and my love for him was just immense.
When something feels different, it could be Alzheimer's. Now is the time to talk. Visit alz.org/ourstories to learn more. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. This is the Happy Hour.
You guys going to happy hour?
Live from the Koppel Chevrolet GMC studios in the heart of Lincoln, America.
Yeah, maybe I'll come for a couple.
Here are your hosts, Nick Sainert.
I want to know what it's like to commit a crime without having to spend time in jail.
And Enrique Alvarez Clary.
C is for chunk.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Good afternoon. Happy Tuesday. This is the Happy Hour, 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Nick Sainert and Enrique Alvarez Clary are with you today. Hello, Rico.
Hello.
How's it going, man?
It's fantabulous.
I am doing well as well. It's an exciting day. You guys get to hear us for 4 hours. We got 2 to 6.
Excited everyone is about this.
We got tweeted at earlier by Don, I saw.
Did we?
We got tweeted at by Don saying that I hope everybody's ready for 4 hours.
Shout out Don. Don loves us.
I will say this, Jay Foreman, the former Husker Hall of Famer, will join us at 4 o'clock. He'll hang out with us from 4 to 6. So there will be a little bit of normalcy.
That will either be really good or really bad.
We're going to ask Jay his thoughts on maybe doing a text bag at 4 o'clock or 4:25. Not trying to steal Happer's bit.
I am.
You can. I will not. As always, 402-464-5685, the Honda of Lincoln hotline, the Starter Heyman text line, both those open for you the whole show, all 4 hours. We have a lot to get into. We'll be joined by Jacob Padilla of Hale Varsity at 2:30 today. Talk some Husker hoops. He was also up in Columbus for Husker Volleyball and their Final Four run. So we'll ask him what his closing thoughts on Husker Volleyball and that really, really exciting, thrilling season that they had just last weekend come to a close. So we'll dive into all that as well throughout the course of the 4 hours. We got plenty of time here. There's going to be a bowl game starting up at 2:30, and we'll keep you updated on that. I think it's the Idaho Potato Bowl.
The famous.
Famous Idaho Potato Bowl between Kent State and Wyoming. So we'll get that up on the TV, give you guys some live updates as we go along. Once again, 402-464-5685. Both those open for you. Feel free to call and text all 4 hours, as well as the Starter Heyman Jewelers video stream, Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. And then on Twitter, Nick_Sainert and at Radio Rico AC. All right. Now, we don't get to do this very often.
No, we don't. We usually have an hour, and we kind of fill it up with one
sports.
guest and then sports.
Absolutely. However, today we decided to invite some good friends of ours from Nutrizios, Steve and Jacob. Guys, how are we doing?
Hey, we're doing good.
Awesome.
Get right up on those mics.
Yeah, get up on those mics. Make sure people can hear us. Head over to the Starter Heyman Jewelers video stream, Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. We're trying out some drinks over here from Nutrizios. You guys are located 13th and O?
Yeah, 13th and O, 1314 O Street.
Okay.
We're right next door to Stirfast Grill.
Awesome. Okay, so I obviously don't know. You guys are pretty new, correct?
Yeah, we're fairly new. We've been open now about 7 weeks.
Okay.
At that location. But I've been doing this type of business now for the past 20-some years.
Awesome. Okay, so explain the concept a little bit for some of us that don't know. So the drinks, and what all do you guys offer? Explain everything.
Okay,
so
we offer a lot of energy drinks, all natural energy drinks. So they're full of all your B vitamins, vitamin C. They're full of ginseng, so they're going to boost your energy naturally. And they're a non-stimulant. There's no sugar, so there's no crash. So it's also going to increase your mental capacity, your mental clarity, and it's going to reduce your mental fatigue throughout the day as you drink these. So it's what we're partnered with the Lincoln Stars.
Okay.
So it's what the guys drink right before they go on the ice. You know, they drink it about 20 minutes or so before they go on the ice, and it's going to give them the energy to go through the game, and it's going to give them that mental clarity, hopefully to score all the goals like they did last Friday, 7-1. You know,
they're having a really, really good season. So I mean, it must be working. So
oh my goodness,
it's very good. So Rico, what kind is that?
I got walk on the beach. I feel like it's a play on words for another drink, possibly.
I just tried the Shark Attack. So explain how many options do you have? What are your most popular flavors?
Right now we have about 12 main flavors. You know, but we're always coming up with new flavors. So we have 4 flavors for the holidays. So we have things like Bah Humbug. We have Jingle Jolly Juice. We have we come up with these creative names as we're making these drinks. You know, we have the Grinch. You know, so and it's just all kind of like a play. What color does it come out once we mix all the dry fruits together? You know, it came out green, so we called it the Grinch. So we have all these, and a Shark Attack is what you're drinking right there. That's left over from Halloween, and people keep coming in and asking for Shark Attack. We can't even get it off the menu. It just keeps selling and selling.
It is you know? This is my first one, and this is very, very good.
And a lot of people like it because they're different colors, you know. So they come in, they're blue and they're red on top, and that's why we call it Shark Attack. You mix it up and it turns purple. I mean, it's crazy.
So Mike asks on the text line, caffeine. So run through the ingredients another time for the people that are just now joining us. What all is incorporated into the drinks?
So the caffeine comes from the tea that we use as a base. So we have a tri-tea base. So it's a black tea, green tea, oolong tea base. So that's where the caffeine comes from. It comes from the tea leaves from those teas.
And it's much healthier than like a Monster or a Red Bull.
Because that's a chemically induced caffeine. This is a natural caffeine directly from the tea leaf.
So how do you get all of the flavors in here?
We get it using dried fruits, and we get it using the different flavors of tea we have. So we have 4 or 5 different flavors of tea, and we mix it all together, and we come up with these amazing flavors.
Okay, so Jacob, we were talking a little bit. You're going to UNL. What are you studying, man?
I'm a major in business administration and minor in music tech.
Awesome. And then, so what are you doing for Nutrizios right now? Are you just a worker? What's your role in this?
Yeah. So I was just the way I found Nutrizios, I was just walking down the street one day with one of my friends, and this guy is in front of Lululemon giving out free 16-ounce drinks, and I'm a college student, so I was like, yes,
yep,
and
absolutely.
I picked one of those up, and I was like, and he said energy drink, and I was like, that doesn't look like an energy drink. Picked one up, and it was super good. I haven't been to a convenience store since then.
So I was gonna say, so you've obviously drank a lot of these or a good amount. I mean, you've noticed that it works.
Yeah. For sure.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was when I was leaving one day, I saw that they were hiring, and so I asked them about it. Hired me like a week later.
Awesome.
And I started finding out like all what he just said, like that's real. Like at first I was, I was like calling BS
skeptical,
on it a little bit.
Absolutely.
I was like, that doesn't make any sense. I realized like with those energy drinks, like you mentioned, like Monster, Red Bull, there's always a crash, and that's the worst part about it. That's why they tell you don't drink those unless you're like studying, and you need to study super late because the crash might be worth it. There's no hey, it's worth the bad part. There's no bad part.
Well, and it's extremely refreshing. Like when when you swallow it, it is extremely refreshing. And I don't know
all these different flavors happening right now. And look, I'm not the biggest fan of tea, and this does not taste like tea at all. It tastes like a delicious juice.
Yeah. I hate tea. I've tried, my parents try to make me drink a bunch
my
of
wife's
tea.
always like, oh, you know what you should do is you should drink some tea, and I'm like, or I'll just drink some hot water, I guess, if that's what you want me to do.
Put some dirt in it.
What are you trying to do to me? But this is delicious.
These are really, and I've only had the Shark Attack, so I gotta go. I have Rainbow Fusion as well and Lincoln Margarita, so we're gonna try all 3 of these here in the next couple minutes. We'll keep them.
We have going on this week for everybody that's listening to this TV show. So I'm sorry, radio show.
No, it's all good.
So
TV. I mean, we're on the stream.
Everybody listening to us here. If you come down to 1340 Street, you come in. You say, "I heard you on the radio on 93.7." Then we usually give out free 16-ounce drinks. We'll give you a free 32-ounce drink.
Ooh.
If you come in, tell us you heard us on 93.7. We'll give you a free 32-ounce drink. We've had a lot of college students come in and tell us They drink the 32-ounce drink. They're awake all day, sometimes all night.
That is
so
fantastic.
It's just amazing stuff.
That's fantastic. So obviously these are the teas. I was looking at your Facebook page. You guys have shakes?
Yeah, we have
Explain those.
Meal replacement shakes. So those have 24 grams of protein. They have 18 grams of carbs. They have your good fats, so they're going to fill you up. We have a lot of people coming in, business professionals and college students at lunchtime, and what they're starting to call us is healthy fast food because they're getting the shake, the meal replacement shake, and they're getting the tea. So they're filling themselves up with our meal replacement shakes, and they're giving themselves the energy for the afternoon, so they go right through the rest of the classes that they need to do.
What kind of flavors do you have for the shakes?
Oh, we have amazing flavors. We have things called Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Actually tastes like Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Okay.
What's your favorite flavor, Jacob?
I like we have one called Lemon Icebox.
Okay.
So it's like a lemon pie. I mean, the razzmatazz is the.
Yeah, razzmatazz is raspberries and strawberries.
Okay.
It tastes real good.
And you give those the flavor the same way you give these the tea, right?
Yeah, the flavors from that comes from, we have different flavors. So we have different flavors that we put in with the protein and stuff to make the flavors. Yeah.
Okay.
So I know I'm personally not one that actually like watches calories, but when you're drinking these meal replacement shakes, I mean, where do the calories fall? Where's that number fall?
All of our meal replacement shakes are 250 calories or less.
Okay, nice.
They're going to give you all the nutrients and stuff that you would get from a colorful meal. So say you went home and ate a meal that had, your vegetables and your protein and all that, you're going to get the same calories that you would from like 1,000-calorie meal in less than 200 calories. You're going to get not the same calories. You're going to get the same nutrients that you would get from 1,000-calorie meal in less than 250 calories.
That is
so
fantastic.
we have right now, we've been open 7 weeks. We got 2 ladies that come in. One's lost 23 pounds already, coming and getting a meal replacement shake and a tea every day. The other one is Dina, and she's lost 12 pounds?
Yeah, I believe so.
11
that is awesome.
pounds.
That is awesome. Do you guys have any like loyalty programs or reward programs or anything?
We have punch cards. So you come in, you buy a large tea, or you can buy a protein shake. We even have iced coffees that you can get, our protein coffees. Nice. You get a punch every time that you come in for those. We're also going to have a spin wheel that comes here, kind of like Price is Right. Wheel that comes in the next week. And with that punch card, you punch it 3 times. You have a chance to win 2 box tickets to the Lincoln Stars.
Oh, cool.
And then other cool things like free drinks and stuff like that.
Very nice.
Awesome. Couple more. We got a couple minutes left here. So I know you guys said your favorite flavors. What are some popular ones that you guys see on a daily basis that are the most popular?
For me, it'd be Lincoln Sunset, Walk on the Beach, Blue Ribbon, Blackberry Margarita. It goes over really good.
Yeah, Rico, you need to try that blackberry. I gave you the blackberry.
Sorry, I'm busy with this Walk on the Beach.
All right, man.
Delicious.
That's fine. I don't know what I need to ask.
I got to finish this first before I start mixing flavors.
I need to ask what is in this rainbow fusion, because this is fantastic.
That'd be like the rainbow fusion has pomegranate in it. It has a little bit of dragon fruit in it. It has a little bit of passion fruit in it. Yeah.
It is very, very. It's
raspberry tea.
Here's the thing: is like they're so refreshing when they go down. It's like so refreshing. It reminds you of summer and spring, and oh, it's so good.
Like I feel like I'm walking on the beach.
That's good, Rico. That's good.
Sand between my toes, listening to the waves crash, just drinking a nice juice. That's really what it is. But I'm getting energized.
That's funny. That's
I'm staying healthy.
That's what the boys at Lincoln Star. That's what all the players call it. They say, this is their juice. That's what they call it.
Juice. I need my juice.
Doesn't taste like tea. It tastes like juice, doesn't it?
That's awesome. So, okay, what are your guys' hours? When are you guys open? When can people come on down?
Okay, we're open from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday, and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturdays.
8 to 4 on Monday through Friday, and
9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on
9
Saturdays.
to 1 on Saturdays. Awesome. And then where can people find you? Social media?
They can find us on LinkedIn. They can find us on Facebook at Nutrizios.
Cool. Awesome. Well, appreciate you guys big time for coming on in.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
This was a lot of fun.
This is having us.
This is fantastic. Hopefully we get to do it again.
We're going to have way too much energy for this 4-hour show.
It's okay. We already do.
Drink all 3 of those. You may not go to sleep tonight.
That's all right with me. We got stuff to do.
Fine.
Awesome. Appreciate it, guys. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, thank you.
Awesome. We'll let them get out of here. We got a couple minutes left in this segment before we get to break and get to Jacob Padilla of Hale Varsity next with us at 2:30 today. First of all, Rico, did you watch Monday Night Football last night?
Not a lick.
Man, the Raiders and Browns game. Okay, timeout. I'm sorry. I can't stop thinking about this Nutrizio. This is fantastic.
It's so good. It's so good.
Here's the thing is like Oh, I was confused why you were switching mics there for a second. The Shark Attack is fantastic. So it says on the labels, Nutrizio Sip Sensation. Remember, guys, if you head on in there within the next week, leading up to Christmas, if you guys have family in town, anything like that, if you guys need a little bit of a pick-me-up or anything like that when you're heading out of town, stop by Nutrizio's 13th and O downtown and mention that you heard it on the ticket here, 93.7 the ticket. You'll get a free 32-ounce drink.
That's 32! More than enough energy to last you. Yeah, if you're driving somewhere trying to go meet the family, got a long drive, don't go to the gas station and get yourself a fountain pop. Don't grab a Mountain Dew or a Monster or anything like that. Head to Nutrizio's. Get yourself some energy in a delicious walk on the beach juice.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it was a bad idea to take multiple.
That's why I'm only drinking one.
Because
and I might put the other ones in the fridge. I might give one to Jay when he gets here.
Jay might need a little energy. He's going to need
I don't know if we want to give Jay any more energy.
402-464-5685. So, yeah, thanks again to our good friends at Nutrizio's for hooking us up and getting us through this 4-hour show. We got a couple minutes left in this first segment before we get to Jacob Padilla, but we got a couple texts. I mentioned that we might do a text bag with Jay. Drumstick says happy hour definitely needs a text bag. See, here's the thing is, and you guys can send in thoughts. What segments should the happy hour have?
Yeah.
What bits?
What do we need? We need bits.
Right when we started back in August,
we had a bit and it died.
We did. It was a stupid bit.
It was a good bit. People liked it.
First text of the day.
Yeah, people liked it.
Anyway, we asked, and we were about to do a text bag.
A call bag.
We almost did a call bag, but then we realized that'd be a terrible
because we don't have anybody to answer the phone, so we would just be taking people on the air, which is very dangerous.
It is dangerous. So, I mean, I wanted to do a text bag, but you can't take bits from other shows.
Oh no, you can. It's actually encouraged.
We can't take bits.
See who does it better. Will our text bag be better than what Happer and Schaefer has ever done? Yeah, it used to be on the drive. It's fine. Happer just brought it over.
That's
I missed the drive.
That's a throwback in time. The drive. But no, see, Happer and Schaefer, they're just more established. Their text bag is more established.
Me and Happer were the first ones with the text bag. Like, I was there. I helped create it.
Here's the problem, Rico, because you created the jingle for it. So you would be half a year. Would be on one text bag. If we had a text bag, you could not participate in the Happer and Schaefer text bag.
I own the text bag. It's mine. 99% of it is mine. Happer has 1%.
Does
Schaefer owns none?
Does Happer and Schaefer know that you own 99%?
They know that every good idea is my idea.
What about bad ideas?
Not mine. That's a fact. Sorry.
That's all I needed to know.
That's how this works.
Okay.
It's how every good idea at the ticket works.
Drumstick says call it the message bag.
Oh.
Message bag.
Oh.
I think we're on to something. Should we do that at 2:45? Or should we do it at 3?
I think we do it at 3.
3 o'clock, the message bag at 3?
Yeah, we'll do it at 3. We'll let people know at 2:45 during that segment to message us in.
It's about
some great things. Message us. Don't text. Message us.
Yeah, it needs to be the message bag.
Yeah.
This is unbelievable. Don, please send in thought or ideas for segments. Please.
Derek, how do you spell Nutrizio's? Nutrizio. Apostrophe S.
Yeah, and it says on here, sip sensation. Listen, I'm not sure there's going to be much sipping.
I might down it. They also have baked goods. Oh, we didn't ask them about the baked goods. I didn't know they had baked goods. They still here?
I don't know.
I want a baked good. Why didn't he bring any?
They might. Yeah, they need to.
What is happening?
Okay,
I really when I went in there, I really wanted to try the cinnamon toast crunch shake, but I didn't. And I'm kicking myself for it because I haven't stopped by yet.
Here's the thing. If anybody wants to go down to Nutrizio's right now
and bring us some protein shakes,
and mention the ticket, you get a 32-ounce for free. Hook us up with a cinnamon toast crunch shake and a baked good.
And I will give you a nice crisp high five.
You can take some Beatrice Bakery cake.
Yeah, you can have some cake. Yeah, we got a whole cake room.
Yeah, big cake room. We're big on the cake.
Big
All
cakes.
Right. So once again, 402-464-5685. We will so we got another idea. Drumstick says message bag. Somebody else says message sack. That is different. That is different. This is the message sack.
It is.
This
is a thing. We're not
doing
completely
something.
stealing it. We're just borrowing it.
Also, it's going to be a lot more fun on our show than
Heck
it
yeah, it is.
on Happer and Schaefer. But no, 402-464-5685. Keep sending in thoughts for segments and ideas there, because as you guys kind of have realized, is since we don't have a segment, number one, it's only been an hour show until this week when we're 2 hours. And then they really got us going with 4 hours today.
Threw us to the wolves and said, hey, 4 hours, have fun.
Perfect.
We're like, all right, bet.
Yeah, so we'll see. Message satchel. Perfect.
A message.
This is the message satchel.
It's not a purse; it's a satchel.
If I think I see Mark coming back here, we'll ask him his thoughts on message satchel.
Message satchels. I think Mark is a big satchel guy. He seems like a satchel guy.
He seems like the guy that would wear a long coat.
Dude, I'm telling you, Mark could pull off a satchel with his hair. He's a satchel guy. And you're right. You give him a long coat. I could see it.
Long coat.
Coat.
We need to come on. We had a phone. We're gonna have somebody on the phone here. 402-464. That's right.
There you go.
Mark, I want you on the microphone real quick.
How dare you?
Because I'm curious. I want to hear your thoughts on this.
No, Eric and Lincoln, a message Big Mac sack. That's terrible.
We'll get to James here in a second. What are your immediate thoughts on message satchel? Do you like satchel?
What are your immediate thoughts on the message satchel?
Instead of the mailbag?
Instead of the text bag.
Instead of the text bag, the message satchel.
Yes. It's not stealing.
I think I'm out.
Okay.
On satchels.
Rico, are you in on message satchel?
I said that you look like a satchel guy. You could pull off a satchel.
I think I would take off the satchel.
So
what about a message sack?
We got 10 seconds. So we just message.
Just message.
Just message.
Message segment.
Somebody says that their best are always animal and dinosaur questions. Yeah, that won't be ours. Let's take a break. Jacob Padilla of Hail Varsity next on the Happy Hour.
The following is a test of the emergency alert system.
Follow Nick and Enrique on Twitter at Nick_Sainert and at Radio Rico AC. More of Happy Hour is next on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Is your furnace or heat pump ready for winter? Call Bryant to schedule your home heating check. Comfortable, safe, efficient. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. 467-1111.
Hey, sports fans. Rico here with HIS Auto Care 70th and Van Dorn. Carfax recently awarded us as a top-rated auto service center for 2020, and Lincoln Choice Awards voted us as the 2021 top independent auto repair center. Call us at 402-488-8934 for superior service bumper to bumper. Mention this ad and get 7% off. Doesn't get any better than that. Rico for his Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
What does better service mean? At Allo, it means that you get the best fiber internet available at prices that work for you. Better service means installers who show up on time. Better service means no billing shenanigans. Better service means a real person answers the phone. If you're not paying for better service, what are you paying for? Get Allo. Get better service. Switch today at allofiber.com/better service.
I was in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean when it happened. There was a sudden jolt and our submarine crashed on the seafloor. We were in total darkness.
That's Dr. Dejana Figueroa, a marine biologist and STEM teacher, talking about a deep sea dive she'll never forget.
It's funny, when I was a kid, I was afraid of the ocean. And there I was, 2 miles below the surface. But as a scientist, you prepare for that. Using our training and a little creativity, we fixed the sub and finished our experiments. The dive was just too important. Every dive gives us glimpses at things few people ever get to see. Glowing creatures, fiery undersea volcanoes. When we got back to the surface, I kissed the ground and called my mom, of course. But you know what? I wouldn't trade that dive for anything.
Dr. Figueroa uses her passion for STEM to discover new things and make the world a better place. She can STEM, so can you. Check out She Can STEM for more stories and inspiration. A message from the Ad Council.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric ensures our home and office HVAC systems run smoothly throughout the year to provide maximum comfort and convenience. Routine maintenance reduced our operating costs just by improving the efficiency of our unit. Consider a maintenance agreement to ensure you too receive priority for services and scheduling. This helps meet manufacturer warranty requirements. Action delivers honest quality services we can count on. To learn more, visit actionlincoln.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now. In our new time, we're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
You're listening to the Happy Hour with Nick Sainert and Enrique Alvarez-Clary on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Back here on the Happy Hour extended version today. We're getting more and more thoughts on what we need to call our text bag, message satchel, message bag, message Big Mac sack. People are saying call it the knapsack. People are saying call it just the satchel. So we'll see. You have downed Walk the Beach.
I have. Walk on the Beach.
Walk on the Beach. Was it good?
Delicious.
Delicious. All right. Let's head to the Honda of Lincoln hotline, 402-464-5685, where we have James on the line. James, appreciate you holding. What's on your mind, man?
Hey, you can call it the press box or the penalty box or...
That's not bad.
The whiteboard.
The whiteboard. That's interesting.
What's on the white grease board today?
James, we appreciate it, man. That's actually good. This is awesome. This is what we need.
Hey, thank you, James.
Yeah, James, appreciate it. So we'll do that at 3:00 today. It'll be the inaugural. Right. And it's very...
The inaugural something.
Let's be honest. We have stuff to talk about, but we can always spill it over into the next segment.
It's fine.
We got...
Fun segments abound.
Angry Ram Guy says, why not the party bag, since it's the happy hour?
We could.
Drumstick likes the whiteboard.
See, but the thing is, I have a question, though.
Okay.
Do people want it to be just us, or should we do it at like 5 when Jay Foreman is here?
Why don't we do it both? Or is that overusing?
That's too much. That's too much.
See, here's the thing, though, Rico.
It's what me and a former co-host of Happers used to do whenever Happer was gone.
Here's the thing, Rico, is we can't... What if Jay is not interested?
Jay doesn't have a choice. Who's running the board?
Pretty sure
I
he
am.
does.
Jay doesn't have a choice.
No, we got stuff.
What,
to
are you
talk
scared
about
of
with
him?
Jay. Not at all. Somebody earlier mentioned that me and Jay should get in the octagon.
That would be a terrible idea for you.
I don't think I'm about that life. Matt G says, welcome to 93.7 The Ticket, the satchel.
The satchel.
Don wants to do happy hour holler back. You get messages in and you answer them. I don't know. I think satchel's still out in front.
You think so?
I like satchel.
Whatever.
Satchel or whiteboard. All right, let's bring in Jacob Padilla of Hail Varsity, joining us every Tuesday for a little Husker Hoops talk. Before we get to sports, Jacob, how big of a satchel guy are you?
Well, I've never owned a satchel, so I guess not one at all.
Would you ever be interested in wearing a satchel?
No, I'm pretty good. I kind of roll with either the backpack or a little drawstring bag. That's kind of my go-to.
All right, sounds good. Jacob Padilla of Hail Varsity joining us here on the happy hour. Now, you were in Columbus for the good old Final Four before we get to Husker Hoops. Let's talk about this volleyball team. Holy cow, what a fun run that was. How wild was that national championship match?
Yeah, it was pretty incredible. And it was pretty much, I think, everything that anybody could have hoped for going in the match, minus maybe a Nebraska win.
Mm-hmm.
And they certainly had their chances. They had 4 chances to go up 2-0 in the match and just couldn't quite get it done there. And then they fell way behind in the 5th. but rallied to make it a competitive game and give themselves a chance. So, I mean, the largest crowd in NCAA volleyball history.
Yeah,
that's it was pretty incredible, and it makes sense when you have the two largest. I guess the biggest fan bases in history in terms of attendance. They've led the country in attendance, the top two the last 2 years. So pretty much exactly, I think, what volleyball fans were hoping for.
Was this John Cook's best coaching job?
It's definitely up there. From although you listen to him talk about it, he wasn't happy with the coaching job he did during the non-conference.
Yeah.
As they kind of rotated players around and switched up rotations and tried to figure out what worked. But ultimately, he got his team playing its best volleyball when it needed to the most, and that's always the goal for a team with championship aspirations. And to do it with 3 freshmen in the starting lineup, that was really impressive. And I think what they're able to do defensively all season long, even with the kind of uncertainty and inconsistency in terms of attacking, was probably the most impressive part about this team.
Now you can see it on TV, but I'm sure in person it's a little bit different. The 6'8", 6'9" combination block that Wisconsin has put up a wall pretty much against Nebraska with 20+ blocks in that championship game. You actually being there and seeing it, firsthand in person, how much of a physical presence was Dana Recchi and Anna Smrek?
Yeah, I mean, Recchi, she's just been an absolute force in college volleyball for the last 5 years, and was named the National Player of the Year last week, right on Friday, I believe it was. Just 6'8" and the ability to move the way that she did. Nebraska did a great job of holding her down offensively for a lot of that match, but ultimately they couldn't quite find a way to get through that block. And it wasn't just Recchi and Schmeck. It was Devin Robinson. It was basically everybody on their team taking part that played in the front row. You look just up and down the lineup, and they had everybody. 7 blocks for Schmeck, 13 for Recchi, which is ridiculous, tied her career high. Grace Loberg had 3 assists. Devin Robinson, 10 blocks. Julia Orgel, 6 blocks. And then Sydney Hilly, the setter, with 5. So it was everybody. There just was no weak spot in that front line for Nebraska to attack. And credit to Lauren Barnes, her libero, as well, because she was absolutely phenomenal. Every time Nebraska did find an opening, she was there to dig it. Ended up with 31 in the match. Honestly, she could have been the MVP of that match and didn't even make the all-tournament team, which is kind of an issue with voting there. But that was just Wisconsin having 5 super seniors on their team, including 4 starters, coming back here with a purpose. And they had Sydney Hilly, their setter, Recchi, obviously, Loberg, like I mentioned, Barnes, like all of them came back for a reason, and they made it happen this year.
We're speaking to Jacob Padilla of Hail Varsity. I want to stick with volleyball for a couple more minutes because it's at number one. It's more exciting to talk about than Husker hoops right now. But I mean, what? I lost my train of thought. There it is. How excited should Husker fans be for next season? I mean, you're Nebraska losing obviously Lauren Stivrins and Lexi Sun for sure, but Nicklin Hames could come back. I mean, what's your gauge on next year's possibilities?
Yeah, I know all of the seniors decided to go through kind of the senior day ceremonies. At this point, I'd probably be surprised if any of them came back. Kayla Caffey just got her master's. She's been in college for 6 years already. Yeah. I don't know that that a 7th year start another degree would be something that she'd be interested in. And I mean, Hames has been starting for 4 years here. She's accomplished a lot. I don't. Perhaps the kind of the way that match ended could spark something in her to want to return, because I don't know that I was a little bit surprised, I guess, by both Lexi Sun and Lauren Stivrins returning this year, and I know kind of the way it ended had played a part in that, especially for Sun. But I think we're definitely, I think, looking for new starters at middle blocker and probably at setter. We know if Haynes does move on, it's going to be Kennedy Orr's show.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of how quickly can she get up to speed. She was the number one recruit in this 2021 class. And we got to see a little bit of her at the beginning of the season when Haynes had the ankle injury. And she certainly put up some numbers. She's coming off a torn ACL. So I don't know that she was totally 100%. She just got cleared like during preseason practice. So she didn't have a whole lot of full go practice under her belt when we got to see her. So now she'll have a full year plus the full year in the spring in the program to kind of help prepare her. So I think Cook probably feels pretty good about that situation if Haynes does move on. Obviously, you'd love to have a fifth-year starter if you can get it, but ultimately Nebraska, I think, is going to be in a good spot there. You've got your whole back row returning. You've got 4 of your 5 pins returning, and you're adding the number 1 pin in this next class coming in as well, and Maddie Kubik's sister Hayden. I think the biggest wild card is what happens at that middle blocker spot.
Yeah.
If Cappy does move on along with Stiverins and along with Callie Schwarzenbach, you're looking at pretty much zero experience. Kaylin Meyer played a little bit this year, but not a ton, and Riley Gray redshirted this year. So those are the 2 that are coming back, and then you add probably the 2 best middle blocker recruits in the country in Becca Alec from Waverly, in-state player, and then Maggie Mendelson, who is the dual sport
That's right.
Player that reclassified from 2023. She was the top middle blocker in that class, decided to move it up to 2022, and she'll play both volleyball and basketball at Nebraska. So you're going to be really young, but really talented at that position, and that'll probably be the biggest position battle heading into next season.
Okay, last volleyball question, because it just came to my mind. How surprised were you at the departure of Tyler Hildebrand, and how do you think they fill that spot? Do they promote a guy like Jalen Reyes, or do they find somebody else?
That's kind of the downside of hiring and developing highly qualified coaches. Is you're going to have to keep finding new ones to replace them because they're going to get hired away. Yeah. And Cook's he's gotten pretty good at this over the last few years, just with the number of his assistants that have gone on to get good jobs at Chris Thomas and Danny Bustrom Kelly and Caleb Banworth and now Tyler Hildebrand most recently. And I think obviously Kelly Hunter is someone who's been on staff. She slid into kind of the assistant role last year while they were waiting for Hildebrand to rejoin the program while he was doing his USA beach duties. But Cook also said he likes to tell his assistants to kind of go somewhere else first to experience what volleyball is like outside of the Nebraska bubble. And Kelly obviously hasn't done that yet. So I don't know if she's at a place where she'd be ready to step into that role, but I think she'd certainly be considered. And then outside of that, Jalen Reyes already, he was essentially,
he was a big part.
Hildebrand had the kind of associate head coach title, but Reyes was as integral and had as much responsibility as anybody as a recruiting coordinator. And he was doing a lot of the defensive stuff before Hildebrand came back. So I'd expect maybe him to slide back into that role. So I think they'll be good with him. And the question is, if he does go outside the program, who is it going to be? Reyes was a really good hire previously. Obviously, Hildebrand was as well. So we know Cook is pretty good eye for finding assistant coaches. So I'm sure he's got a short list of people that he's interested already.
We're speaking to Jacob Padilla of Hale Varsity. All right, let's move on to men's basketball here. Where do they turn to who do they turn to now for production? I mean, where does Nebraska go from here? Just kind of a general question right off the bat.
Yeah, well, that's a question that Hoiberg's going to have to find an answer to, and hope there is an answer. He talked more today about kind of the way that they've changed their offense and cleaning things up, and obviously it didn't look all that different against Kansas State, because when things started off well and then they kind of went sideways and everybody fell back into bad habits and all of that. But they are making some structural changes. They're putting players in different situations, and they're trying to run the offense through Derek Walker more. Unfortunately, he had the knee injury that was bothering him that kept him out of practice leading up to this. And he ended up, I think, with 6 turnovers in that game, which is pretty uncharacteristic for him. So I think they're going to continue to try to put Walker in more situations to be more aggressive offensively. Obviously, he's shooting like 80% from the field this season, which is ridiculous, but it's also on smaller volume. So that's the first answer is more touches for Walker and trying to get him more scoring opportunities. And then beyond that, you just got to hope that guys play better. They take better shots. Hoiberg talked about how he's at the point now where he's like, he's going to have a quicker trigger with pulling guys for taking bad shots. And he said he's been kind of inconsistent. He's done it sometimes. He hasn't done it every time. And now he's just kind of at the point where he's got to have a zero tolerance policy. You take a bad shot that's not what they're trying to get on a possession that isn't at the end of the shot clock, then you're coming out. And we're going to have to find somebody that can step in and play that role for you. And then I'd assume he'd be quick to put those guys back in, kind of see if they've taken the message, and then hope that will keep things from kind of going off the rails like we saw late in that second half when they went into the big scoring drought after the great start. But that's ultimately what it's going to have to be. Is you're just going to have to hope that guys stick with the program. They can generate good shots, and eventually maybe these shots will start to fall. But it starts with shot selection, and they got to get more. They got to get more points in the paint. That's kind of an area that's really been slipping during this losing streak, and that's easier said than done. Obviously, I think with as poorly as Nebraska is shooting from the perimeter, defenses are loading up to take away those driving lanes. But that means they just have to work that much harder to create them, and that's on everybody that's out there. You got to cut hard. You got to recognize where the opportunities are to hit those gaps. You got to move off the ball so you're not so easily defended. It can't just be guys spotting up and waiting for the ball and watching somebody try to go create something on their own. It's going to have to be a 5-man effort on offense on every possession.
We're speaking with Jacob Padilla of Hale Varsity. And Jacob, with going with what you just said, where, if somebody takes a bad shot, Fred's going to go to the bench. Who are some guys that Husker fans might want to get to know that you might be seeing more in games if Fred keeps some of the starters and such when they take bad shots out for a longer period of time?
Yeah, like I said, I don't know that we're going to see a lot of like benching guys for the rest of the half, just because I don't know that he has a lot of those opportunities just with who's available. He did mention that Trevor Lakes and Keon Edwards are guys that will get minutes moving forward. He wasn't planning to only play 8 guys in that Kansas State game, but that's just kind of what happened with the way the game played out. So those are guys that you could see as options moving forward here. But it's going to be the same guys that we've seen all season long. And you're going to, so if Tominaga takes a bad shot, you probably yank him and put in Wilcher. If Wilcher takes it, or if Lonzo Verge forces two bad shots in a row, then Kobe Webster's going in. It's just going to be that kind of deal where it's going to be the same guys. And those guys aren't getting it done, then you try, I guess, go back to the starters and hope that the time on the bench taught them something and that they saw something differently, and they go in and they correct the issue. So I think that's what it's going to be. You're going to mostly see a lot of the same guys. It's just a matter of when and for how long and what the lineups are.
So we're speaking to Jacob Padilla of Hale Varsity. Jacob, one quick one here for you. I want to ask a little bit of a bigger picture question. How important is it for this team to find some sort of success here relatively quickly so that next year, looking ahead, they don't have to go through another full rebuild again?
Yeah, that's the biggest problem right now, and you're seeing it with the number of people showing up to the arena on game day. The crowds have not been great this year, and that this was supposed to kind of be the year with you have the excitement of the first 5-star recruit. You have a returning core and experienced players, and Walker and Trey McGowan's and Kobe Webster and Lat Mayen. So you kind of had that core to bring a little consistency from year to year. Then you brought in some players from good programs, some highly touted younger guys and transfers to go around that core. And this was supposed to be the year that things clicked a little bit more, and they're in danger of failing to capitalize on that momentum, both in terms of the fan support and getting people in the arena and getting the fan base fired up about Nebraska basketball again, and getting wins that will allow them to recruit at a high level moving forward. You look at the lineup here, and most of these guys that are playing key roles are probably going to be gone next year. Yeah. I mean, Keisei Tominaga is Keisei and CJ are the two guys that you can probably count on being back next year. Those are guys that still have eligibility that aren't going to be facing that extra year of eligibility conversation that you probably, I don't know that you're going to see a guy like Derek Walker come back for another year at his age. So you're probably going to be losing a lot of these guys. So this was a really important year, and so far it has not gone at all according to plan. So they're going to have to find some way in Big Ten play to turn things around, or things could get rough, both in terms of the number of people showing up and the recruiting efforts and all that moving forward.
Yeah, it's good. They got a game against Kennesaw tomorrow that going into the season we didn't think was going to be all that important. Now it's a pretty monumental game. All right, appreciate the time as always, Jacob. Enjoy the rest of your week. Have a Merry Christmas. We'll talk to you next Tuesday.
Same to you guys.
That is Jacob Padilla of Hale Varsity. Appreciate him taking the time. Yeah, I want to ask that bigger picture question because now we're getting to that point where it's going to be full go into Big Ten conference season. And if they can't find success, obviously you have to deal with attrition every single year. But when you're losing, as many programs find out, when you're losing, it's harder to keep guys around. All right, let's take a timeout. We'll come back, wrap up the 2:00 hour next on the Happy Hour.
Download our app by searching 93.7 The Ticket in your app store to stay in touch and listen all day long wherever you are. More of the Happy Hour is next on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You know you want that smoky, tangy, sweet, and spicy sauced and tossed Wingstop, but you just brought a haul of groceries home from the store. It's cool. No one expects you to shop and cook in the same day. So let the flavor experts at Wingstop hook you up with mouth-watering wings, crispy tenders and thighs, fries and sides delivered to your door. You can always cook tomorrow. That's why the fridge was invented. Get it delivered at wingstop.com.
Order online now from the new Wingstop located at 5001 O Street.
Early break with Sip and Jake.
But why is Nebraska not a hungry program? Why does Michigan come in with hunger? Where's the hunger? Nebraska doesn't play like a hungry team. Even on its best nights, it doesn't look like a very hungry team. Right?
No.
They're not killers.
Early break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket.
Brokers Insurance Agency is currently hiring full-time and part-time insurance professionals. They will provide you with the training and education to obtain your insurance licenses. Brokers Insurance Agency takes pride in educating clients with the best insurance program to help their clients meet their specific goals. If you're a hardworking, motivated person and would like to discuss a great career opportunity with Brokers Insurance Agency, please call Ken Richards at 402-420-5353 or email service@brokersinsuranceagencyne.com. The team at Brokers Insurance Agency is looking forward to helping you get started with your insurance career.
Is your furnace or heat pump ready for winter? Call Bryant to schedule your home heating check. Comfortable, safe, efficient. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. 467-1111.
What does better service mean? At Allo, it means that you get the best fiber internet available at prices that work for you. Better service means installers who show up on time. Better service means no billing shenanigans. Better service means a real person answers the phone. If you're not paying for better service, what are you paying for? Get Allo. Get better service. Switch today at allofiber.com/better service.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
Ashiro's work is never done. You care for the house, the kids, and our future. We're so grateful for all you do. Now, it's time to care for yourself and save a little more for retirement. A free 3-minute online chat can give you the personalized tips you need to boost your retirement savings now. Visit aceyourretirement.org/Shiro today.
A public service announcement brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Hey, sports fans. Rico here with HIS Auto Care 70th and Van Dorn. Carfax recently awarded us as a top-rated auto service center for 2020, and Lincoln Choice Awards voted us as the 2021 top independent auto repair center. Call us at 402-488-8934 for superior service bumper to bumper. Mention this ad and get 7% off. Doesn't get any better than that. Rico for his Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric ensures our home and office HVAC systems run smoothly throughout the year to provide maximum comfort and convenience. Routine maintenance reduced our operating costs just by improving the efficiency of our unit. Consider a maintenance agreement to ensure you too receive priority for services and scheduling. This helps meet manufacturer warranty requirements. Action delivers honest quality services we can count on. To learn more, visit actionlincoln.com.
Now back to the happy hour with Nick Sainert and Enrique Alvarez Clary on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Back here on the happy hour, 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Today it's the happy hours in terms of 4 hours. So this is exciting stuff here. We were thinking about possible names for
our version of the text bag.
version of the text bag. And how do we feel about the tip jar, where it's just you send in whatever you want?
Playing off of the name happy hour. It's like, you're at a bar, there's a little tip jar. Maybe sometimes with your money, you give in like an inspirational quote or something.
Yeah.
I don't know, just something like that. But instead of inspirational quotes or money or tips, you're just sending in really weird questions or really any question you have.
I think that works.
The tip jar.
Tip jar. That's what we're calling it. We're doing it at 3, so 6 minutes away. Start sending them in once we go to commercial here. This short segment, obviously, since we ran a little long with Jacob Padilla, but thanks to him once again for spending some time. I saw this on Twitter a couple minutes ago. Sterling, Illinois. Did you see this, Rico?
No, I have not.
Sterling, Illinois, the hometown of Lexi Rodriguez, has officially named December 21st, 2021 as Lexi Rodriguez Day in Sterling, Illinois.
What?
So they had put out a tweet thing tonight. This was from last night, I suppose. This tweet went out, but now it's really starting to get some movement on the Twitter sphere. Tonight, the Sterling City Council presented our own Lexi Rodriguez with a proclamation commemorating her athletic and academic achievements. December 21st, 2021 is Lexi Rodriguez Day in Sterling. Also, okay, this just came out.
I say, were you looking at the Husker volleyball tweet that just came out?
No.
Oh, well, I am.
I was looking at this 24/7 Sports Transfer Portal tweet.
Oh, well, do you want to look at the... Okay, you know what?
What are we doing?
Transfer portal first, because I'm not sure if it's good or bad.
Not...
Just say it. Come on.
Northern Illinois freshman running back Jay Ducker
has
entered the portal. Former Bellevue West.
He's a pretty good running back.
He had a decent season.
He had a really good season.
Jay Ducker.
He's a pretty good running back.
Wasn't he the MAC
freshman of the year, possibly?
Holy
Couldn't
smokes.
tell you, but I know he had a really good season.
218 carries, 1,184 yards.
Been a while since we had one of those.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
In this final game in the Tail Greeter Cure Bowl against Coastal Carolina, he ran 24 times for 146 yards. Wow.
That was a big recruiting miss. You have a chance. Get it right.
Wow. So Jay Ducker.
Fix it.
What is the Husker volleyball tweet?
We have an assistant coach.
Oh, minutes after we get off the phone.
Jalen Reyes.
Good stuff.
This quote comes from John Cook, head coach John Cook. Jalen is committed to Nebraska volleyball, and we're thrilled to see him rewarded for his hard work, especially with our stellar recruiting classes. He's putting down roots in Lincoln, and our program will continue to succeed with a young coach of his caliber on our bench.
Awesome.
Jalen Reyes, assistant coach and recruiting coordinator.
And a good friend of the ticket.
Good friend of the show. Shout out, Jalen.
Yeah, awesome stuff. Jalen Reyes, new associate head coach for Husker volleyball. Man, that worked out really, really well.
That was fantastic.
Asking, that is awesome.
I'm happy for him. I really am.
Yeah, really good dude. All right, let's take a break. Send them in now, 402-464-5685. It's time for the inaugural and possibly the only tip jar ever.
Unless this goes well.
402-464-5685. Get your random thoughts out on a Tuesday. Next on the Happy Hour.
Follow Nick and Enrique on Twitter at Nick_Sainert and at Radio Rico AC. More of Happy Hour is next on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
With your Southeast Community College High School Minute, I'm Harrison Arns. In basketball over the weekend, Creighton Prep rolled Lincoln Southwest in a win 62-32, giving them their first loss of the season. Lincoln Christian won over Archbishop Bergen 47-41. Ethan Barrier was the Crusaders' leading scorer with 18. Lincoln Lutheran won over Aquinas 58-47. The Lincoln Lutheran girls also won in a huge spread 61-8. Lincoln Northeast got a big win over Omaha Bryan 65-59. They wouldn't gain the lead till late in the fourth quarter, outscoring Omaha Bryan 22-10. The Lincoln Northeast girls also won with an absurd 80-point margin over Omaha Bryan 85-5. Lincoln Pius X had a 20-point win over Gretna, 53-33. Millard North won over Lincoln East, 73-66. Millard West just got by Lincoln High in an overtime win, 62-54. Colin Nick led the Lynx in points with 16. Lincoln North Star fell short against Omaha South, 61-57. This has been your High School Minute, sponsored by Southeast Community College, with locations in Lincoln, Beatrice, and Milford. Learn more today at southeast.edu.
I was in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean when it happened. There was a sudden jolt and our submarine crashed on the seafloor. We were in total darkness.
That's Dr. Dejana Figueroa, a marine biologist and STEM teacher, talking about a deep sea dive she'll never forget.
It's funny, when I was a kid, I was afraid of the ocean. And there I was, 2 miles below the surface. But as a scientist, you prepare for that. Using our training and a little creativity, we fixed the sub and finished our experiments. The dive was just too important. Every dive gives us glimpses at things few people ever get to see. Glowing creatures, fiery undersea volcanoes. When we got back to the surface, I kissed the ground and called my mom, of course. But you know what? I wouldn't trade that dive for anything.
Dr. Figueroa uses her passion for STEM to discover new things and make the world a better place. She can STEM, so can you. Check out She Can STEM for more stories and inspiration. A message from the Ad Council.
At Buffalo Wings and Rings, they've crafted a new league of superior chicken sandwiches. Meet the Ringers. It's premium, house-made, beer-battered, fried chicken served buffalo, Korean, or MVP style. Head to Buffalo Wings and Rings Lincoln and raise a glass to superior chicken. 2 locations at 68th and O and at 40th and Old Cheney. Buffalo Wings and Rings.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Every time we make the choice to drive, we're making a choice that could have life or death consequences. Friedman Law Offices has proudly sponsored our holiday taxi service for 30 years. This year, we're proud to partner with Z-Trip to keep Lincoln's streets safer. Between 9 p.m. and 2 a.m. from December 15th to New Year's Day, you can get a free ride home if you've had too much to drink. Just call 402-474-SAFE or click Let Friedman Drive at friedmanlaw.com. Friedman Law Offices, helping injured people. It's what we do. It's all we do.
Holiday parties don't have to be the same thing year after year. Why not spice it up with something new? Craft Axe Throwing is a great option for groups big or small with 13 throwing lanes, a stock bar, and plenty of TVs to create a perfect evening out with your friends, family, or coworkers. Reserve your party today at craftaxethrowing.com, and while you're there, make sure to stock up on gift cards to give out for the holidays too. Call today at 402-802-9696 or head to craftaxethrowing.com.
You know you want that smoky, tangy, sweet, and spicy sauced and tossed Wingstop. But you just brought a haul of groceries home from the store. It's cool. No one expects you to shop and cook in the same day. So let the flavor experts at Wingstop hook you up with mouth-watering wings, crispy tenders and thighs, fries and sides delivered to your door. You can always cook tomorrow. That's why the fridge was invented. Get it delivered at wingstop.com.
Order online now from the new Wingstop, located at 5001 O Street.
This year, show her she's the one with 1 carat diamond jewelry from Riddle's Jewelry, your trusted family-owned jeweler for over 60 years. Choose from Riddle's remarkable collection of 1 carat total weight diamonds in rings, pendants, bracelets, or earrings at prices you'll love with savings up to 50%. Show the one you love how much they mean to you with the perfect 1 carat diamond gift from Riddle's Jewelry.
Located in Gateway Mall.
This is the Happy Hour.
You guys going to happy hour?
Live from the Coppel Chevrolet GMC studios in the heart of Lincoln, America.
Yeah, maybe I'll come for a couple.
Here are your hosts, Nick Sainert.
I want to know what it's like to commit a crime without having to spend time in jail.
And Enrique Alvarez Clary.
C is for chunk.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back in, 3 o'clock hour of the Happy Hour, 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Nick Sainert and Rico with you. We turned on the famous Idaho Potato Bowl.
I love it.
And if you guys aren't watching,
you're missing a treat.
You need to turn it on. And not for the football that's going on, but the absolutely horrifying, ugly, disgusting combination of uniforms that these two teams are wearing.
I need this more often.
And when you pair them together, so it's Kent State and Wyoming. So imagine all gold of Kent State's uniforms.
The golden flashes.
Going, you can't see who is on which team. So,
I love this.
Then you have Wyoming in their brown uniforms with yellow numbers and yellow pants on a blue field.
It's to match the famous Idaho logo, which is yellow and brown.
How does that quarterback know he's even getting blitzed? He could be by his own teammate.
Wow, that look painful. Well, because they can see the brown. We just can't.
It is not good. I would not want to be play-by-play broadcasting this game. That would be bad. All right. It's time for the tip drill. Tip jar. Tip jar.
Whoa. Ooh, that's two totally different things.
Been spending way too much time with Jay Foreman. 402-464-5685. Honda of Lincoln hotline, Sutter Heyman text line, both those open for you. We have a couple questions. Literally, listen, me and Rico agreed this could go absolutely horrible and we never do it again, and it's okay. Or it could go fantastic. It's up to you guys. So we'll get rolling here.
Currently, you guys are letting us down. I'm just going to be honest.
Yeah, and that's okay. Like,
what happened to all the weird texters that used to listen to the afternoon shows? Where are you guys at? What is going on?
They're all in the morning.
Come on. Figure it out.
They're all in the mornings, bro.
I know you guys are still here. I know you listen. I know I was your favorite part of it.
Rico, you're yelling, man.
I need to yell. I need to get my point across. All right? Figure it out, people. I need better texts.
That's fine. All right, Drumstick starts us off. We have plenty of stuff to talk about, but we'll get to these here as well. Drumstick starts us off. Favorite Christmas movie. Go ahead, Rico.
The Grinch.
Real one or animated one?
The real one. It's
Good
fantastic.
choice.
I love it. Jim
That's
Carrey's
your favorite,
amazing.
though.
Yeah, probably my favorite. Yeah.
Okay.
The worst is Christmas Story, by the way.
The 24 hours?
What?
The 24 hours of A Christmas Story.
Is that what they do? They do 24 hours
on TBS.
The Christmas Story is just awful. It's just a terrible movie, and I hate it.
Why don't you like Christmas Story?
I don't know. I just don't like it. It's terrible.
My favorite movie, Christmas movie, may be Fred Claus.
Fred Claus. What?
Fred Claus is a fantastic movie. And it came out on a list, and somebody finally gave it the respect it deserves.
Okay. That's a very random movie to like.
Fred Claus is my favorite Christmas movie. All right, let's keep it going. All right, now we're getting a little bit of a text dump.
See, they just need to be shamed into being
shouted
texted.
Out.
I will shame you into texting.
Don goes, Nick, better intramural sport, broomball or League of Extraordinary Boulderers?
Have you played either of those?
Broomball definitely is.
I played
probably gonna
broomball.
be
It's
first.
so much fun.
Or the best. Rico, I missed earlier. What was the favorite movie DVD you got from Schaefer's donation? Oh, I participated in this as well. I did participate in this.
Honestly, I think it's season 1 of the animated Batman show, which is just like chef's kiss. Like that show was amazing / is amazing. So I'm extremely excited to watch that.
I took Seinfeld season 3 from Schaefer's donation box. I also took Spider-Man Homecoming, Benchwarmers, and The Dark Knight Rises. Out of those, which one is my favorite? Seinfeld. I'm on a big Seinfeld.
Well, you haven't
kick.
seen Homecoming.
I have not.
Which I'm going to shame you into the like. Nicholas, can you you watched
the new
No
Spider-Man.
Way Home?
Yep.
Can you tell the people what you haven't watched?
Every other Marvel movie ever to be made. I have never seen another Marvel movie. However, I still understood Spider-Man No Way Home.
You didn't understand a single thing.
And it was a very good movie.
You
I'm
have
about to
no
go watch
idea.
it. About to go watch it a second time.
You have no idea what happened or why things were happening.
All right. Qdobe Guy's still here. Thanks, Qdobe Guy. Drumstick, rank these 3 pizza joints. 1 to 3. 1 being the best. Let's say that. Papa John's, Domino's, Pizza Hut.
Domino's last. Papa John's first, Pizza Hut second.
I would say Papa John's last, Domino's second, Pizza Hut first. Domino's was good. I've had a good experience at Domino's.
I also have
college game day a couple years ago.
But Domino's is garbage. Papa John's is fantastic.
It's cheap. It's cheap.
Well, Little Caesars is the best.
Pizza Hut. Yeah, you're big on Little Caesars.
Look, it's $5.55, $5, whatever it is, and it's good pizza. I don't care what anybody says. People say it tastes like cardboard. You're wrong. It tastes good.
David, favorite holiday candy? Dude, Oreo balls, fantastic.
Is that a candy? That's like a baked good.
I would say
even if it's not baked.
I would put it in that category.
That's not a candy. That's not candy. I'm gonna go with the mint M&Ms.
Ooh, that's not bad.
They are delicious.
That's a good point. Would you rather lose both thumbs or lose an ear?
I would rather lose both. Like, if I lose both thumbs, like, look at this. I can't do anything. What am I gonna grab? I just have like a little nub. I can't do anything with this. So I'll lose an ear. I can still hear out of my other ear. Like, I'll be fine. But if you lose both thumbs, like, you lose so much mobility and like dexterity. That's the word I'm looking for. You're not gonna be able to grab anything. You're useless.
Ouch. Okay, if we got people listening that
have no thumbs,
that are thumbless, I'm sorry, man. Let's see. Somebody says, "Calm down, Enrique. By this time of the day, most of our brains are done." Bingo. Husker 52, least favorite coworker, Rico.
Damn.
I'm kidding.
Jake.
Yeah. Jake.
He's not listening.
He's not over here anymore. No. In reality, least favorite coworker.
I don't really have one.
I don't really have one. I just kind of hang out.
I guess it'd be Simple. I don't really see him a lot, so I guess I could say that.
Just really kind of hang out.
Simple did call you fat once.
He did call me a fat little B word.
So
the first time I ever met Simple.
So he could be your least favorite.
I forgot
Nobody would blame you.
I forgot about that story. That was also one of the top complaints ever in the complaint box.
It was.
Don't forget the complaint box. Complaint box died.
Maybe he can make a comeback. We'll see.
Should we have the complaint box on our show?
Look, if we have a complaint box, Jake's going to be in there all of the time.
Jake, put up the mic. Pull up the mic.
He's not listening.
He is. Yeah, he's drinking his new Trizio. What's up? Who's your least favorite coworker? Do you have one?
Be honest.
This is not a question I can answer right now.
All right. Thank you.
Nick.
I said Rico.
Perfect. I don't even want him to explain himself. It's just you.
That's all fine. All right. Let's keep rolling here. People are saying Christmas Story is terrible. Batman
Shout
sucks.
out David. I thank you for agreeing with me, David.
Batman sucks.
Look, Brian, Batman as a hero is awful, but the Batman movies and animated shows are great.
Batman, The Dark Knight best movie ever.
Batman as a hero is garbage.
No.
Yes.
Joker, Heath Ledger, best movie character ever.
Okay, but Batman is a garbage hero.
I don't know. He saved people.
So do every other hero.
All right. Let's see. Lincoln, how dare you say Christmas Story is terrible? Hope you shoot your eye out. Ooh, this is getting hostile. Oh, this is my question. Brian T, what is your favorite item at Taco Bell? Oh, okay. Listen, they have a grilled cheese burrito right now. It's not bad as long as they don't burn it. I had one a couple weeks ago. They didn't burn it. It was very, very good. Tastes like grilled cheese burrito, like it's supposed to. Last weekend, had a grilled cheese burrito. It was black. It was burnt. Very bad. Not good. All you tasted was the black or the burnt tortilla.
Give me a steak quesadilla all day.
Quesadilla or quesarito?
Quesadilla. Steak quesadilla all day.
Quick little item of advice. When you're going through Taco Bell, to speed up the line, mobile order. Okay, you also get free points. You also get...
What is this? Pro Taco Bell shout out? What are you doing?
I am.
How much should they pay you?
You know why? Because I'm tired of sitting in the Taco Bell line for 15 minutes when everybody could just be quicker and I just go up and say, hey, I have a mobile order to pick up for Nick. And
Nick,
they go, all right, thanks,
Nick,
man.
you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to Taco Bell and I'm going to order through the drive-thru like I always order through the drive-thru. I'm not going to use my phone to mobile order and then get my food. I'm going to go there. I'm going to look at the menu. I'm going to decide what I want, which is always a steak quesadilla and a Baja Blast. I'm going to ask for it. I'm going to wait in line. I'm going to get it.
All I'm saying is you have access to things that are not available on the menu, like a steak quesarito, like quesaritos in general. You have access to things thanks to the mobile app. All right? Just start using it. You also get free rewards.
No, I'm not using a mobile app.
You
just have to deal with the time that it takes. What are you in a rush? You have somewhere to go?
Fast food, drive-through. Have we ever re-gifted anything?
I refuse to answer that question.
It's the tip jar. You have to answer it.
I mean, I don't have to, but yes, I have regifted.
What was the item?
I'm not going to say.
All right.
Again,
was
I don't
it to your
have
wife?
to. No, it was not. No, I would never regift to my wife. She knows all of my gifts because she gets like all of my gifts.
Okay, yeah. So when you and Rachel go Christmas shopping, do you guys get gifts for each other?
Sometimes.
I'm always curious.
Most of the time.
How married?
She's really good at giving gifts. I'm terrible, so I'll get her like 2 things or 3 things, and she'll get me like 10.
Okay.
And then I always feel bad because hers are so thoughtful and amazing. And I'm just like, I got you these socks that you said you wanted like 5 months ago.
Least favorite ESPN game day host: Herb Street, Desmond Howard, or David Pollock? Desmond.
Sometimes Desmond, sometimes David. I think Herb Street's pretty good.
So funny story. When they had a college game day come to town a couple years ago, so I actually was not working for him, but I was kind of just like hanging out down there. And David Pollock gets off of this golf cart that they were driving around with Tom Rinaldi and Reese Davis and everything. And the first thing that I ever heard David Pollock say, "Where's the nearest gym?" And I found out that night that everywhere they stop, he always goes to the campus rec center and works out. First thing he does. I was like, wow.
Big muscle guy.
Big weights guy. Best chicken sandwich in Lincoln.
I haven't been to any of the local spots, so I can't speak to those. If you guys want to give suggestions for local chicken sandwiches, I'm going to check those out. But I'm going to have to go with Popeyes.
The original chicken sandwich at Burger King really went downhill in the last like 5 years.
Burger King just went downhill as a whole in the last 5 years.
Yeah, before Chick-fil-A got to Lincoln, the original chicken sandwich at Burger King, not too bad.
That's because Popeyes didn't have a chicken sandwich.
You're right. So I would actually go Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A Deluxe, pepper jack cheese, no tomato.
Just tell everybody your order.
If anybody wants to roll up.
You know. Yeah, can I get the Nick? I'd like the Nick special, please.
They know, with an extra sandwich made the same way. Would you rather only be able to watch movies or TV shows? TV shows, please. I hate movies.
I love movies. If I'm only allowed to watch movies, can I always watch them in a movie theater with movie theater popcorn?
Did you see they're having playoff games available at movie theaters?
Yeah.
Would you go?
I would consider it if it's my team.
Well, then you're not going for a while. Wait, what?
Damn, bro.
Who said that?
Painful.
Who said that? People are still mad that you said Christmas Story is terrible.
It's an awful movie.
That's
Get
just
over
un-American.
it.
Okay, this is a basic one. Is a hot dog a sandwich? Yes. Because you know why? Hamburger buns. You know what else you can have on hamburger buns? Peanut butter and jelly.
That makes zero. Is a hot dog a sandwich? Hamburger buns, peanut butter and
Or
jelly.
hot dog buns.
How does that
Hot dog
process go together?
You can put peanut butter and jelly on hot dog buns. It's 2 pieces of bread with peanut butter and jelly inside of it, and it's a sandwich.
A hot dog is a sandwich, not for any of those reasons.
If you could only eat one thing to survive, sauerkraut or prunes? Sauerkraut.
Prunes.
We're realizing that we're very different.
Very different.
We
I
are
eat
very
sauerkraut, dude. That's disgusting. It's a topping.
I will say this, sauerkraut.
How much sauerkraut do you think you would have to eat to be full? And like, how much do you have to eat in a day to get through the day? How much?
In terms of pounds?
Oh my, yeah.
I think of pounds.
Because they have like
2
little
pounds
jars of sauerkraut.
Yeah, no.
You just you seriously take like a single spoon and you put it on your hot dog or whatever, and that's enough sauerkraut. So you're just sitting here spooning sauerkraut into your mouth, just shoveling it.
I think 2 pounds.
Just give me like a bag of prunes and I can get through the day.
I like sauerkraut. I don't mind it. Don, would you rather be locked inside Shields or Best Buy overnight?
Shields.
Shields. They have a golf simulator.
They have so many
And
things.
bowling.
I'm gonna take the lids off of the basketball hoops and I'm gonna attempt to shoot from many different places.
Would you rather be chased by Zombieland zombies or Resident Evil zombies?
Zombieland zombies.
I'll just
Zombieland 1 or Zombieland 2? Because Zombieland 2 has some different zombies. There's some real strong ones that are super fast that I'm not trying to mess with. But Resident Evil has all kinds of things in there, and you know, you've got people with like chainsaws and all that fun stuff in Resident Evil. So I think I'm gonna stick with Zombieland.
Okay, let's see. Rico's favorite movie is The Grinch. Why is he so crabby today? Good question, Dan.
Because my heart shrank.
What's Ellie's favorite Christmas movie? Elf?
No, she doesn't know what elf. She likes The Grinch
Okay.
because she's cultured.
Would you rather watch 2009 Nebraska versus Iowa State or 2012 Nebraska versus Wisconsin?
Do I have to choose?
Hold on. 2009 Nebraska, Iowa State.
I think I don't know, man. That 2012 one was rough.
Oh, that's right. 9-7. This is that 9-7.
I think I think I might just watch the 9-7. Like, it'll be disgusting and gross, but at least I won't have to go through Wisconsin scoring every 5 seconds.
Do you know, Rico? I know you won't, but do you know who scored the touchdown for Nebraska in 2009 against Iowa State?
2009 against Iowa
A
State.
running back had 15 carries, 77 yards in the score.
And a touchdown.
A 3-yard score with 3:26 left in the first quarter.
I don't know.
Dontravius Robinson. Wow, that's a name.
That is not what I would have said.
You would probably said Roy Haleu.
Yeah.
Zach Lee, 20 of 37 that game, 248 yards, 3 picks. Yikes.
That 2009 team was a quarterback away.
I would go no. See, Wisconsin, Nebraska, that's tough because Wisconsin was on their like 17th quarterback.
Yeah, but they didn't need a quarterback.
They didn't need a quarterback. They just ran. I would go with
passed for like 5 yards.
I would go 2009 Iowa State because 2012 Nebraska, Wisconsin was unreal. Somebody says Batman is worse than Captain America. See, I don't know Marvel.
It's true. Captain America is a very selfish hero, and whoever likes Captain America is just as selfish, and you need to figure it out.
You can get Cubskers on with this Taco Bell. We're full circle on Taco Bell. You can get a cheesy gordita crunch with a nacho cheese shell. Dude, mobile app. Telling you guys.
You could
folks.
just do that there. You don't have to order on the mobile app. You could just say it there.
Some stuff is
you could just say if you know that it's there, you could just say it and get it.
That's false because I went inside one day and I said I need a steak quesarito. And they're like, you have to order on you have to order on the mobile app.
Well, go to nicer Taco Bells.
That has never been said in the same sentence. Nice Taco Bell. All right, we got rank these movies 1 to 3. Mighty Ducks 2, Cool Runnings, Little Giants. Cool Runnings number 1. I don't care
Little
about 2 or
Giants
3.
is great.
I don't care about 2 or 3.
I think I'm gonna go Cool Runnings, Little Giants, Mighty Ducks 2.
Nolan asks what we want the most for Christmas. I need a rangefinder for golf. But I need one that measures slope and everything.
I don't know what I want the most for Christmas. I want more Marvel movies. I'm trying to finish my collection.
All right. Rico does not look like how he sounds. Not what I envisioned after seeing him for the first time on Facebook Live.
I don't know what that means, if that's
combed,
good or bad.
See, here's the thing. He looks a little different than normal today because he combed out his fro. So he looks a little more luscious up top.
That's weird, and never say that again.
A little more free-flowing up top on the fro.
Never use never say that sentence again, please.
Somebody says Wendy's chicken sandwiches are the best.
Thank you, Captain Redbeard.
Husker 52, who wins more games in Nebraska as a coach? Mike Tomlin, Scott Frost, or Urban Meyer? Well, we know how one of those turns out. Urban Meyer, I think Mike Tomlin really fits well for NFL.
I think Mike Tomlin would work great at Nebraska.
Would Urban Meyer?
I think Urban Meyer just works great wherever he goes, but I don't like
Outside
him
of
as a person.
Jacksonville.
Yeah, outside of Jacksonville.
Yeah.
As a college coach, I think he'll work wherever he goes, but I don't like him as a person.
That is fantastic. Cruz of Lincoln, has Burger King's standards gone down, or has all the new chicken places and just set the standards higher? No, I'm telling you, the original chicken sandwich from Burger King has really taken a step back. Schaefer's on the text line. Mike Schaefer, what movie is Rico most excited to add to Ricobox?
I said it was the Batman animated series, but if you want to go with a movie, it's definitely 7.
Yeah,
it's so totally 7. Like, that movie is awful, but like not awful in a bad way, awful in like a gross, disgusting, like the things that happen in that movie. But it's such a good movie.
Would you rather be 5'4" or 7'4"? You know what? 7'4", because I could go off on a rant about how women would just want guys over 6 feet. They don't care about anything else as long as they're 6 feet tall. And I need to be 7'4".
You could, Nick.
I'm just saying, I had this rant. Nothing has happened.
My man is so heartbroken right now. What woman broke Nick's heart and said, well, if you were 6 foot, you'd be perfect? Who did this?
No,
Who hurt my man?
All I'm saying, and I had the same take about 3 months ago before we even had a radio show, Rico. I think I was filling in for Happer on the drive, or I was doing it with Happer. And we had the same conversation. There are people out there that have to have a dude over 6 feet tall.
Nick, I just think you're not spitting game.
They don't what?
I don't think you're spitting enough game.
Man, all I'm saying is sometimes there's more important things than height.
Have you ever dated a girl taller than you?
No, but same height.
Okay.
Yeah. We're chilling. We're fine. And like I said, I want to make that very clear. Nothing has happened recently where that take came up. That's just something very,
I'm fine with 5'4" because that, I'm 5'5", so it'd just be an inch shorter than I am now. 7'4", you get like customized clothes. Your feet are probably going to be massive. You need custom shoes.
You could probably shop in the big and tall.
I don't know, man. 7'4" is massive. Doorways, you're going to be hitting your head on everything.
I don't know.
I can't take a shower in a hotel room. Those aren't meant for tall people. Trust me, my tall friends tell me all the time.
That would be interesting, actually, if you would be able to take.
Look, I'm fine. All I need is a step stool, and I can get to the top shelves.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm 7'4", guess what? I got to get down on my hands and knees to reach the bottom shelves. Not trying to do that. It's a long way back up. Count me out.
That's wild. I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of out my mother a little bit here, but so my mom, she's a little shorter, and she has to use tongs to grab things in the top shelf.
Wow. You're just calling out your mom. Your mom is a saint. How dare you?
She is. She's a saint. Josh from Dorchester. Fun fact, I don't know if you're actually from Dorchester, but my grandparents are from Dorchester. I'll be there Sunday. I had a girlfriend that was once 4 inches taller than me. It was fantastic. All right. Cubsker.
I once dated a girl that was taller than 4 inches taller than me. She was a center on the basketball team in high school.
Oh. And are track people usually shorter?
Because
they're just running so flat feet?
Depends on the sport. Or not the sport, the event. Yeah.
The event. Husker 52. Which happens first? Nebraska football wins the Natty, Husker men's basketball wins a tournament game, or women's volleyball has a losing season? Yikes.
The last one's never going to happen.
Yeah. Like I don't. That's wild. Which one happens first? Okay.
Tournament game.
Yeah, it's tournament game because before
that's
this
more
season,
like that's more plausible because all you have to do is make the tournament and then just win one game. For football, you got to have a really good season. You got to hope everything lines up correctly. And then you have to make sure that, well, you don't have a choice, you don't have any control over it, but that you're playing somebody in, depending on if the playoff expands or not.
Yeah.
You're playing, people that you match up well with to get to the natty.
Good point, Rico. So I think we're on the same page there. Tournament game. Yeah, women's volleyball. Okay, let's do the second one. Women's volleyball has a losing season, or Nebraska football wins a natty.
Probably the natty.
Probably
the natty. I just like with the even after John Cook retires, which hopefully is not anytime soon.
Even if he
Nebraska is set up with so many, like Jalen Reyes right now, if he stays and John Cook retires and however much time that is, Jalen Reyes is going to do a fantastic job. He's already the recruiting coordinator. The state of Nebraska just has so many talented athletes within the borders that want to play for Nebraska volleyball. So you're set up with just a pool of amazing players always, every single year. So you're good there. You don't have to leave the state to recruit.
Yeah, you talk about being a strong program, like in terms of history, like we say or hope that Nebraska football still was. Volleyball's there, and they're still in the heart of it. So even if they take a couple steps back, you're still going to say that's still a blue blood in terms of volleyball programs. Taylor, the electrical guy, think about finding a bed for 7'4". Beds are not cheap. How do we feel about pre-owned beds?
If I know the person, I guess.
Because I see a lot of them on Facebook Marketplace, man.
Look, I'm not buying a pre-owned bed from a stranger. Not happening.
I just didn't know how we feel about them. Tiny Pig, this will be the last one before we take a break. Would you rather be a leprechaun or Bigfoot? Well, same philosophy. I would be Bigfoot. I don't know. You're pretty hairy, actually.
No, I'd be Bigfoot. I'm just out there living on my own, surviving in the wild, do whatever I want, tossing deer and trees. That's what Bigfoot does, right? Kicking bears in the face.
Do you think Bigfoot's real?
I'm not going to rule it out.
Interesting.
Sasquatch, baby.
Did you ever get into those shows?
Yeah, they were very dumb, but
I think they're pretty interesting.
They're pretty cool. Ghost Hunters is dumb and never watch that, though. Awful. Just awful.
All right, 402-464-5685, Honda of Lincoln Hotline, Sutter Heyman text line. Not bad.
I think that was a great tip jar.
You guys send it in over the break. Should we continue this every week? What are we thinking? How did you guys feel it went? We'll take your thoughts. We'll dive into some sports talk. Trev Alberts talked yesterday on the radio. Season ticket holders, you're going to get a survey, if there are any out there. You're going to get a survey talking about fan experience. How should Memorial Stadium improve fan experience, right?
We are going to tell you how to vote.
We're about that time, and we'll kind of dissect that, get into more stuff about Husker hoops, all that next on the Happy Hour.
Download our app by searching 93.7 The Ticket in your app store to stay in touch and listen all day long wherever you are. More of the Happy Hour is next on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Holiday parties don't have to be the same thing year after year. Why not spice it up with something new? Craft Axe Throwing is a great option for groups big or small with 13 throwing lanes, a stock bar, and plenty of TVs to create a perfect evening out with your friends, family, or coworkers. Reserve your party today at craftaxethrowing.com, and while you're there, make sure to stock up on gift cards to give out for the holidays too. Call today at 402-802-9696 or head to craftaxethrowing.com.
KFXL weather, sponsored by Security First Bank, a relationship you can count on.
A few passing clouds and breezy here for our Tuesday, but we'll top out at around 47. Northwest winds eventually gusting over 20 to 25. Mainly clear tonight with a low dropping down to 20. A nice warm up for our Wednesday. Sunny skies with a high of 51 and winds out of the south-southwest at around 10. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is your High School Minute.
With your Southeast Community College High School Minute, I'm Harrison Arns. In basketball over the weekend, Creighton Prep rolled Lincoln Southwest in a win 62-32, giving them their first loss of the season. Lincoln Christian won over Archbishop Bergen 47-41. Ethan Barrier was the Crusaders' leading scorer with 18. Lincoln Lutheran won over Aquinas 58-47. The Lincoln Lutheran girls also won in a huge spread 61-8. Lincoln Northeast got a big win over Omaha Bryan 65-59. They wouldn't gain the lead till late in the fourth quarter, outscoring Omaha Bryan 22-10. The Lincoln Northeast girls also won with an absurd 80-point margin over Omaha Bryan 85-5. Lincoln Pius X had a 20-point win over Gretna 53-33. Miller North won over Lincoln East 73-66. Lynx. Millard West just got by Lincoln High in an overtime win, 62-54. Colin Nick led the Lynx in points with 16. Lincoln North Star fell short against Omaha South, 61-57. This has been your High School Minute, sponsored by Southeast Community College, with locations in Lincoln, Beatrice, and Milford. Learn more today at southeast.edu.
At Buffalo Wings and Rings, they've crafted a new league of superior chicken sandwiches. Meet the Ringers. It's premium, house-made, beer-battered, fried chicken served buffalo, Korean, or MVP style. Head to Buffalo Wings and Rings Lincoln and raise a glass to superior chicken. 2 locations at 68th and O and at 40th and Old Cheney. Buffalo Wings and Rings.
Look around your house. You don't really have any room for Christmas gifts. Things are stuffed into closets, and your garage is a mess too. For a unique gift this holiday, call Travis at Classic Garage Solutions for their Christmas organization packages. Turn your garage from a cluttered mess to a clean, organized space that will be the envy of the neighborhood and something you can be proud of. Storage options for cabinets, monkey bars shelving, or slat wall. Call Classic Garage Solutions today at 402-730-1638. That's 730-1638.
Every time we make the choice to drive, we're making a choice that could have life or death consequences. Friedman Law Offices has proudly sponsored our holiday taxi service for 30 years. This year, we're proud to partner with Z-Trip to keep Lincoln's streets safer. Between 9 p.m. and 2 a.m. from December 15th to New Year's Day, you can get a free ride home if you've had too much to drink. Just call 402-474-SAFE or click Let Friedman Drive at friedmanlaw.com. Friedman Law Offices. Helping injured people. It's what we do. It's all we do.
You know you want that smoky, tangy, sweet, and spicy sauced and tossed Wingstop. But you just brought a haul of groceries home from the store. It's cool. No one expects you to shop and cook in the same day. So let the flavor experts at Wingstop hook you up with mouth-watering wings, crispy tenders and thighs, fries and sides delivered to your door. You can always cook tomorrow. That's why the fridge was invented. Get it delivered at wingstop.com.
Order online now from the new Wingstop, located at 5001 O Street. If you're struggling to get motivated to work out, you're not alone, and Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping is here to help. Build muscle, burn fat, and lose weight with Farrell's 10-week challenge, starting January 8th, all for a chance to win $1,000. Farrell's combines kickboxing with inclusive strength training and nutrition planning to help you stay on track. Go to fxblincoln.com to sign up today. It's the Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping 10-week challenge, starting January 8th, with 2 locations in Lincoln.
This is Jay Foreman. I wore gear to protect my health on the football field, and now I'm protecting it with the COVID vaccine. Everyone, even kids 5 years and older, can get the vaccine too. If you've been vaccinated, now you can get your booster shot if you qualify. Stay strong, get vaccinated, and learn more at healthylincoln.org.
You're listening to The Happy Hour with Nick Sainert and Enrique Alvarez-Clary on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Back here on the Happy Hour, 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Jay Foreman will join us for a Happy Hour old school crossover. We'll kind of hang out all together from 4 to 6. This should be very interesting. How 4 o'clock to 6 p.m. works.
Don't laugh.
Jay,
I'm steeping my tea.
Yeah, so let's just talk about this for a moment before we dive into Memorial Stadium talk. When the guys from Nutrizios came in, once again, if you mention the ticket, if you're just now tuning in or just joined us a little bit ago, if you head over to Nutrizios on 13th and O sometime this week and mention that you heard it on the ticket, they will give you a 32-ounce drink for free. For free. And they are fantastic. What's that movie with Adam Sandler where it's like, for free? Do you know that one?
I do, but I can't think of it right now.
It's where the gun balls fall out of the sky and everything.
Yeah, I know.
Somebody on the text line will help
They'll
us.
know, and they'll call us idiots because I should know this. I love Adam Sandler movies, but yeah.
It's a very good one. But yeah, so mention the ticket at Nutrizios 13th and O. You'll get a free 32-ounce drink. They're very, very good. Very refreshing. Makes you think of summertime. All right, so the feedback that we're getting on the tip jars sounds like we are doing it every week. It's going to become an every week thing.
Yeah, it is.
And I think, thank you, Mark, Bedtime Stories is the Adam Sandler movie. I think we're going to do it Fridays at 2:30. So we'll end the week with it once we go back to an hour.
End the week with some tips.
Yes.
Be great.
Every Friday, 2:30. If it carries over into the final segment of the week, great.
If it doesn't, oh well.
Yeah. Okay. We got a guy. This is continuing off from the tip jar. Gosh dang it. Says this: there's no way Bigfoot is real. Satellites can detect a tick on a deer's butt, but from space. But no technology known to man has ever detected Bigfoot. And despite the fact that there are 7 billion people on Earth, nobody can find any hard evidence of Bigfoot's existence. No skeletal remains, no DNA, no credible pictures or footage, nada. Well, geez, when you put it like that, it doesn't sound like it's real.
Well,
what if Bigfoot never died?
I'm just saying, there's a lot of things we don't know on this planet still. So
what if
you
Bigfoot
never know?
Never died. Somebody's happy that
and just because you can't find the skeletal remains, what if the other big feet? What if there was a whole population of big feet? All right, let me put it to you like this: there's a whole population of big feet. When a Bigfoot dies, they get rid of the body, they take the bones, and they mush them up into a powder or something, so that nobody can ever find the remains and do any type of experiments on them. Because guess what? The big feet are smart. They're smart. They know what they're doing. They just live out there because they don't want any interaction with the disgusting humankind that they've encountered throughout their years of living. So, they're making sure that none of us can ever find them. They're very smart, and they stay behind the trees and in the caves, and they know. They know.
Cruz says this: I've always believed that Bigfoot was an expert of hiding. It remains after it passed away, meaning it would just know where to die.
See?
That's fantastic. We got called stupid by Cleveland Mike.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Here's the thing. And Rico and I have talked about this. And if you're just now kind of joining us, or this is your first time listening to me and Rico, here's kind of how we yeah, hello, first of all. Also, part of how we kind of do stuff is we like to have a lot of fun, but also there are times where we break down and we're serious about sports. And so we'll get on that. Also, I mean, it's an unconventional week because we're going for 4 hours today. We'll go for 2 hours every day until next Tuesday as well. But no, for real, like we definitely have fun, but we'll get serious at some point.
What if Bigfoot is so dangerous that the satellites are currently tracking him, as somebody says right now, Taylor, the electrical guy? The satellites are tracking him, and whenever somebody gets close to or is anywhere near finding or running across paths with a Bigfoot, they use something to deter the Bigfoot and send it on a different path. They just know that it's so dangerous that if it encounters humans and it gets a taste for human flesh, that it could just destroy humanity as we know it.
That's a good point. I wasn't expecting to talk about, put Bigfoot on scholarship, somebody says. Yeah, Cleveland Mike, my bad, man. He was not calling us stupid. He's saying that we're light and fun. That's how he meant it.
What position would Bigfoot play?
Running back and linebacker.
You sure?
Both sides of the ball.
I might put Bigfoot at nose tackle and at like tight end. Like on the defensive end, I want him right in the middle. He's big enough. He's long enough. He honestly might be able to take the whole offensive line by himself.
Here's a question.
And if you got him at tight end, you just throw a little jump ball.
Boop. Here's a question. Would Nebraska use their tight ends if Bigfoot was tight end?
What?
If Bigfoot was Nebraska's tight end, would Nebraska use their tight ends?
No. Still wouldn't.
Yikes.
They'd still run a quarterback draw in the red zone. And they'd sub Bigfoot out and bring in.
Would you put Bigfoot as the kicker?
They'd sub out Bigfoot and put in Chancellor Brewington.
We've seen it before. He can block, which Chancellor can.
Like Bigfoot's only good thing is he's big. He can't move. He has no hands.
Does he have bad feet?
He has bad feet work.
Would you put him at point guard on a basketball team?
No, you're putting Bigfoot at center. He's a Luka Garza type. He's just big and he's gonna sit in the middle. Yeah,
very awkward.
Yeah, I'm talking about Luka Garza.
Very awkward.
Just does not look natural in a running form. You kind of just give him the ball and he just tosses it up there. Maybe hits a couple of threes now and then, but it's just because he's big.
He can extend the D.
Yeah, it'll work. It'll work. Don't ask him to Euro step or anything.
Kelsey,
you give him the ball, he's not dribbling. His hands are too big.
Kelsey's throwing in a Men in Black reference. I'll read this for sure. What if Bigfoot has one of those pen things from Men in Black that makes anyone that sees it forget all about it?
The neuralizer?
I have not seen Men in Black in a long time. This is fantastic.
Damn, Kelsey. That's true.
We might be onto something.
What if
Imagine
Bigfoot is
Bigfoot just standing
Bigfoot's an
out there.
alien, right? And the Men in Black are protecting him like they do with the other ones, or he can like put on like a human suit, and that's why nobody notices him because he's just a human. Damn, we're really breaking down Bigfoot right now.
Yeah. Okay, here's this tiny pig says, Bigfoot would be a hell of a punter, but he's a bit stiff in the hips.
Yeah,
Hey,
he's not getting his leg up like that.
As long as he kicks it, boots it more than
Does Bigfoot
13 yards.
Does Bigfoot go straight on, or does he soccer style it?
Are we talking rugby style? Is Bigfoot a rugby style punter?
No.
Think about it. You got to let your blockers get downfield.
He's single toeing it is what he's doing. Just big toe. Unless he needs to coffin corner, hitting it off the pinky.
What if Bigfoot was only 3 foot tall?
Depends on how big his feet are.
That's what somebody.
He's not. This isn't tall foot.
He says, if Bigfoot's only 3 foot tall, do you still call him Bigfoot?
If he's still got big feet, yeah. Honestly, if he's 3 feet tall with massive feet, that's even more of a Bigfoot. Because him being like 12 feet tall with big feet is just like, yeah, that's natural. You're massive. You need big feet. Look, man, nobody 7 foot tall has like a size 8 shoe. All right. That's not how this works. You need big feet to balance out how big you are.
Yeah, I found that out, that toes are all about balance.
I was talking feet, but yeah, toes.
I've realized
you need your little toe and your big toe to balance.
Funny story, or not funny. I mean, it's kind of serious. One of my buddies got his pinky toe amputated.
Why?
We don't need to worry about that.
Okay.
But he got it amputated, and he told me that for a month and a half, his balance was off.
I bet.
Even in shoes.
It'd be really weird because
His
when you're
off.
like on the outside of your foot, your pinky toe's right there. Yeah. If he's 3 feet tall but has big feet, he's a hobbit. But I'm trying to remember. Do they have massive feet, or are they just really? I know they're hard on the bottom, is right. They don't wear shoes because they can just walk on anything. Also, extremely light footed. You can't hear them coming. But they're like hairy feet. I don't know if they're massive though, but I can get down with that, Cleveland Mike. You ever watched Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit?
I've watched Lord of the Rings once, maybe.
All three of them?
I think we watched it in school.
All 3 of them?
No,
you need to watch them.
I don't even know if I've watched Lord of the Rings. Maybe I'm thinking of Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe. Okay, anyway, somebody says in that case, if he's 3 foot tall, he's Littlefoot, which is now a whole different type of fictional character.
We're not talking Littlefoot. You're gonna make me cry. We're not doing that. Don't you do that, unnamed texter. Don't you do that. Don't you talk about Littlefoot right now.
Don't talk about Littlefoot. All right. Well, we are running out of
Star
time.
leaves.
We're running out of time.
To tear up. Think about Grandpa.
Send us to break. We'll wrap up happy hour. Get Jay Foreman in here at the 4 o'clock hour. We'll do this one last time here on the happy hour.
Follow Nick and Enrique on Twitter at Nick_Sainert and at Radio Rico AC. More of Happy Hour is next on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
I was in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean when it happened. There was a sudden jolt and our submarine crashed on the seafloor. We were in total darkness.
That's Dr. Dejana Figueroa, a marine biologist and STEM teacher, talking about a deep sea dive she'll never forget.
It's funny, when I was a kid, I was afraid of the ocean. And there I was, 2 miles below the surface. But as a scientist, you prepare for that. Using our training and a little creativity, we fixed the sub and finished our experiments. The dive was just too important. Every dive gives us glimpses at things few people ever get to see. Glowing creatures, fiery undersea volcanoes. When we got back to the surface, I kissed the ground and called my mom, of course. But you know what? I wouldn't trade that dive for anything.
Dr. Figueroa uses her passion for STEM to discover new things and make the world a better place. She can STEM, so can you. Check out She Can STEM for more stories and inspiration. A message from the Ad Council.
Early break with Sip and Jake. But why is Nebraska not a hungry program? Why does Michigan come in with hunger? Where's the hunger? Where's the, Nebraska doesn't play like a hungry team. Even on its best nights, it doesn't look like a very hungry team. Right?
No.
They're not killers.
Early break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket.
This is Jay Foreman. I wore gear to protect my health on the football field, and now I'm protecting it with the COVID vaccine. Everyone, even kids 5 years and older, can get the vaccine too. If you've been vaccinated, now you can get your booster shot if you qualify. Stay strong, get vaccinated, and learn more at healthylincoln.org.
Look around your house. You don't really have any room for Christmas gifts. Things are stuffed into closets, and your garage is a mess too. For a unique gift this holiday, call Travis at Classic Garage Solutions for their Christmas organization packages. Turn your garage from a cluttered mess to a clean, organized space that will be the envy of the neighborhood and something you can be proud of. Storage options for cabinets, monkey bars shelving, or slat wall. Call Classic Garage Solutions today at 402-730-1638. That's 730-1638.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
A few passing clouds and breezy here for our Tuesday, but we'll top out at around 47. Northwest winds eventually gusting over 20 to 25. Mainly clear tonight with a low dropping down to 20. A nice warm up for our Wednesday. Sunny skies with a high of 51 and winds out of the south-southwest at around 10. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now, they're hiring for production operators at $21.72 an hour and other select jobs starting at $23.42 an hour, with wages growing up to $27.55 an hour. Continental also has salary jobs available with great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates. To learn more or apply, go to continentaljobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Hi, this is Sean Callahan with Koppel Chevrolet GMC. New vehicle production has been increasing, but the lots will not be filling up anytime soon. In fact, most vehicles are being pre-sold and are leaving the same week as they arrive. If you want your new Chevrolet or GMC, this is a great time to build a vehicle and place an order. Our sales team will work right with you to build the exact vehicle you want. At Koppel, we appreciate your business and sell vehicles at a fair price. So come check us out or visit us online at koppelcars.com.
The Mercado by Certified Piedmontese Beef is Lincoln's newest full-service butcher shop, offering premium fresh-cut steaks and house-made sausages daily from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. They exclusively carry certified Piedmontese beef raised right here in Nebraska. When shopping at the Mercado, you're not only supporting local, but also enjoying the official beef of Nebraska athletics. With prime-grade tenderness and unparalleled nutritionals, your backyard barbecue is about to get a serious upgrade. Stop into the Mercado today, located off 84th and Havelock in Lincoln.
If you're struggling to get motivated to work out, you're not alone, and Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping is here to help. Build muscle, burn fat, and lose weight with Farrell's 10-week challenge, starting January 8th, all for a chance to win $1,000. Farrell's combines kickboxing with inclusive strength training and nutrition planning to help you stay on track. Go to fxblincoln.com to sign up today. It's the Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping 10-week challenge, starting January 8th, with 2 locations in Lincoln.
You're listening to The Happy Hour with Nick Sainert and Enrique Alvarez Clary on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, Rico, looking back on this last hour and 50 minutes, what have we talked about here? We talked Nutrizio. Head over to 13th and O. Get a free 32-ounce tea when you mention the ticket. Mention us at the ticket here. 32 ounces. Think about that. It's healthier than an energy drink.
That's a lot of energy.
Yeah, it's very good. They're very, very good. You're on your second. I'm about to go grab my third. Wait, what?
Jeez. You're going to have way too much energy.
So there's that. Then we did Jacob Padilla. That was good stuff, actually. Really good stuff. With volleyball, Jalen Reyes has been promoted officially to associate head coach and recruiting coordinator, which he was pretty much doing a good job of as well already. And then Husker basketball. Where do they turn? Not sure they know.
Great question.
So we discussed that. Then we rolled into our first ever tip jar. That has now went 45 minutes.
It was a massive success.
I was going to talk about what they need to do to fix Memorial Stadium to help out fans last segment, but let's push that till later.
We can ask Jay.
We should ask Jay. Jay's not on the sidelines during games, so maybe
he's in the stands, obviously.
Yeah, so maybe we need to ask him that. We're still getting stuff on Bigfoot. Honestly, guys, unintentionally not expecting to talk about Bigfoot last segment.
but very important. I'm glad we had this discussion. I'm glad we landed on a consensus. Bigfoot is real.
Somebody says I need to watch Lord of the Rings. It's fantastic, better than Star Wars. Here's a fun fact: never seen Star Wars. Never seen Star Wars. Never seen Marvel. I told you guys.
You don't watch movies.
I hate movies, except Spider-Man: No Way Home. That was very good.
You should watch the first 2 Spider-Men and all of the other Marvel movies.
We'll see.
Except for Thor: The Dark World. That one's awful. You don't have to watch
that. Somebody says they need to bring Bigfoot into Memorial.
Dude, Bigfoot is as elusive as a Nebraska football win, man. It's just hard to find.
Tough to find. You get close.
It is just oh! You got a blurry picture. You've just got to make a field goal, and guess what? Not good enough. Wide left.
Better halftime act: Bigfoot or Red Panda?
Red Panda. Red Panda is the GOAT halftime act.
Yeah. Speaking of tomorrow, head out to PBA at noon if you guys aren't working. Husker women's basketball plays Wyoming at noon.
Wyoming.
Right? Yes, Wyoming.
Who is currently up 21-17 on Kent State.
In a matchup of the worst uniforms ever.
That is true. Minute 42 left in the second quarter.
Other things we've learned these last 2 hours. Jay Ducker, former Bellevue West running back, star at Northern Illinois, Portal.
Do the right thing.
Yeah.
Not him. He can do whatever he wants.
I also wanted to talk about the quarterback situation, but we can push that to tomorrow because that'll still be a problem tomorrow. Or a topic of conversation.
A problem.
Let's change that.
It might be a problem.
Topic of conversation tomorrow. We're getting people that say Bigfoot exists. I saw him eating beef jerky on the TV. Somebody's buddy saw Bigfoot pull a 60-pound catfish out of the Nemaha River in Johnson County.
60 pounds. That's a...
Is that a master angler?
That's light for Bigfoot. That's light work.
Rico, are you a fisherman?
Huh?
Do you like to fish?
I used to fish a lot when I was younger, but I haven't fished in quite some time.
My dad bought a boat last year, and so we're
I'm on a boat.
Yeah.
One of those things.
David,
have you made
says,
a music video on the boat yet?
I have not. It does bop when I'm in there though, because we got the Bluetooth. David says this: fail-safe improvement to Memorial Stadium fan experience wins. Yeah, that'll probably certainly help. Wow. I was also thinking more realistically. Well, okay.
Unintentional.
A concourse.
Damn, bro.
My bad.
Just straight. Oh, you want wins? Well, honestly, if you want to get realistic with things, I guess you just build a dome.
Okay, so concourse. I mean, better speakers.
I think the speakers are fine.
Speakers are fine. Yeah, actual seats instead of bleachers. But then you
then
you lose capacity.
Yeah.
But then you don't have to worry about sellout streak.
Better restrooms.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Oh, there's look, man, there's certain seats that are behind pillars and you can't see half of the field. Get rid of those seats.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because obviously you can't get rid of the pillars.
I don't know.
So just get rid of those seats.
You need to find ways to continue the sellout streak, and they did that with the red carpet experience, which is really cool. Really, really cool. But
yes, Cubsker, you're right.
You could think about a better concourse way, because think about it, if you're on the North Stadium, or even East, there's no way to get around. Once you're in there, you're trapped.
That's it. It's where you live.
You're either on East Stadium or you're out on the outside of the stadium.
There was an idea to add a slide to the top of North Stadium. It's like a water slide. I think that was a good idea.
Water slide wouldn't be bad. You have to have some component of water because it will get really, really hot.
It's very painful. Very painful.
Really, really hot.
Just add a water slide up there. It'll be good.
It's just straight up silver.
You can get out in the third quarter a lot quicker.
Got a couple minutes left here. Jay Foreman will join us here momentarily. We'll talk we'll do a recap of Jay's picks from last Friday, because I asked him yesterday how he felt like he did. And he's like, "Oh, I did just fine. I did just fine on my picks." Well, Jay Foreman went 6-8 this year or this week.
Poor Jay.
So we'll dive into that a little bit. Nick trivia as well. We'll talk Husker hoops with him. I can tell you that I did something that was a little loud.
My bad.
I actually did the overachiever thing and already made my trivia question. I can tell you what it is. Where do former Huskers play? Who do they play for in the NFL? So we'll dive into that a little bit.
Like all of them? Or
No.
just
Just
asking
this
certain
one.
ones?
Just this one. Yep. Nick Trivia, $15 to Upside Bar and Lounge. That'll be at 4:45 like normal. But no, we'll get to Jay Foreman here in a couple minutes. Rico, this has been wild.
I think we're having fun. This is fun.
Yeah, we'll continue this conversation. Honestly, when Jay comes in, who knows where this is going to go.
Definitely off the rails.
Yeah, so 402-464-5685. Feel free. Keep sending your thoughts. You guys have been great all 2 hours so far. Thanks again for all the cooperation with the tip jar. We'll do that again every Friday at 2:30 here on the Happy Hour. All right, we'll take a break. We'll be back with Old School and Jay Foreman next.
Adios for now.
At Buffalo Wings and Rings, they've crafted a new league of superior